Right. Where's my list? So, as you can possibly tell from the fact that I have gone from being utterly broke to being thoroughly, well, I was going to say minted, but I think minced might be a more accurate way of describing my financial situation here in Loathing. I spent quite a long time farming because A, I hated being penniless, and B, I really wanted to kill those skeletons at the necromancer's lair. So I farmed for ages and ages, as you can tell by the amount of money I have, and as you'll probably be able to tell if we look in my inventory, and you just look at the number of tainted beef steaks and infernal didgeridoo-dahs and these and that and this and that and that, and all of this stuff that I got from some skeletons as well. I farmed a lot. It didn't do me much good though, because I'm still nearly strong enough to kill anybody. So let me tell you the few odds and ends I did on camera just to save us time. I went back to the shop and bought the boots, and I got them polished as well, which is what is increasing my speed. So I did that. I got my guns silver plated because I thought because they're necromantically raised creatures, maybe, you know, it would work against demonic creatures. It doesn't. It only works against cows. It has no effect on skeletons whatsoever, but it does double your damage against cows, which made the farming a hell of a lot easier, which was absolutely lovely. Right. I think that is about everything that I did. Sorry, I have some other stuff written on here which isn't making sense. It's talking about a new ring. I have no recollection of that. I remember getting this ring and replacing it with the old one, but or did I? Maybe I got a new ring and that wasn't on camera. I haven't aballed this and I can't remember. What matters is the skeletons have about 150 to 160 points of health each, and I'm only doing about 100 points of damage each shot, which basically means I'm a little bit screwed. However, I have one small theory. Right? Oh yes, that's something else I did. I upgraded a lot of stuff in here. I used a lot of XP to do that. I maxed out my Deadeye. I think I upgraded my Decralizing as well. Maybe this a little bit. And my Potionology, because I thought maybe I could make some potions that would be really useful. And I've basically upgraded all of this quite a lot. Primarily my Grit, because now my pain tolerance is 5 instead of 3, which means I can muck this up a lot more. I'm not going to try unless my theory proves to be correct, because I recall this. A fountain of blood. What does drinking this do? The blood is delicious, a kind of meaty Kool-Aid. Your vitality has been boosted by some of the blood you drank from the fountain. This is probably totally safe and good. Okay, so that's increased my maximum HP by 30, which is brilliant, but it doesn't really kick the butts of all the skeletons, which is what I was kind of praying it would do. But never mind. I thought maybe then the skeletons would stop being aggressive to me because they'd think I was like a good guy or something. I don't have a baldies. Oh, shut up. The only thing I know is that I'm not nearly strong enough to fight them yet, so I'm going to leave them for a while and we're going to come back to the necromancer's lair at a later point in time when I am prepared. I've also found a few items in my inventory which I can switch out, which should improve my combat abilities a little bit because currently it's sort of all rounded off, but that's all beside the point. I think we should carry on with all of this. We were dealing with some missing mail. I seem to remember we were being sent to speak to somebody in the bunkhouse about that. Probably one of these fine gentlemen over here. On the one hand, it is a modern convenience. On the other hand, it's got zero privacy. That's very true. There's not even like a screen. These beds must have been for tenants who draw the short straws. This is a drafty place to sleep. What, by the door? Giddy on. There's not a lot of privacy, is there? This footlocker is labelled H. Halloway and is very locked. Halloway's pin. That sounds kind of useful. A silver lapel pin in the shape of a mining pick with Jumble Neck Mine 1 year anniversary inscribed on the aft. This item goes on your lapel. What's currently on my lapel? The revolting brooch. I don't know. I think we'll stick with the revolting brooch for the time being for no particularly good reason. Can I prune myself? A few miscellaneous toiletries. Wash up. Much better. Good. Right. Now we can do some stuff. How are you, Reginald? Who the Focasia are you? I don't know, is that Dutch? My name is Sticky. The mayor's got me investigating some missing mail. Said you could get me online. Where to start looking? Oh, alright. I gave up being a mailman a few years ago, but I doubt they've changed the system much. All the mail headed here usually go through a way station to southwest of here. I shall mark it on your map. Thank you. What does this gentleman have to say? This guy is chilling by the fire. It must not be very good for... Oh, chilling. Fire. Why would you want a fire in the desert? Goodness. Howdy, stranger. I am Hobart Boppet. What a name, it's even weirder than mine. You're what? I mean, hello, hi, I'm Sticky. You seem like the travelling sort. Mind doing a fella a favour? What's the favour? Thing is, my only dream in life is to see an owl skeleton. That's a very specific dream. That's a pretty weird dream. Kitty aunt. I heard there's one at the petting cemetery, but I ain't got the meat for a ticket. Well, thanks to all my farming, I do! You want a loan? Nah, I ain't got no prospects of paying you back, but I got a camera and figured if you went to the cemetery, you could take a picture of the owl skeleton and bring it to me. I could certainly do that. An owl camera? What, can it only take photographs of owls? It has an owl-shaped aperture. That's wonderful. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back. Oh, I'm gonna go for the middle one because it's mediumly cheesy. I mean, I like that. Okay, we've got the money now, so we can actually go back to the petting cemetery, which we looked at before, but we couldn't go in because we were slightly too poor. This stretch of trail has a fence bordering it. Someone has gone and put up tin cans on all the fence posts without shooting them off afterwards. The indecency of it all. You shoot every one of those cans and they jump into the air like grasshoppers on Grasshopper Day. Because apparently that's a thing. Never mind. Evening, mate. I has money now. Yes. Just hold for a second while I memorise your face. Excellent. Good. Go right in. Well, thank you for your patronage. That is the most bizarre system of ID I've ever seen in my life. Where are half of the bodies? There's a plaque here with a desert ape skeleton, but there's nothing here. You're also pretty sure there's no such thing as a desert ape. I've met a few people who could be described as a desert ape, but we shan't get into that. There's a plaque here of a pack rat skeleton, but there's nothing here. Nuts. Again, I feel there's a joke in there, but I don't know what it is. The plaque says it is a buffalo skeleton, but there's nothing here. You're buffaloed by this fact. Is it because the cows came and stole it? What's this? A mole rat? This is the skeleton of a jackrabbit. In a pinch, this jackrabbit can help you change a wheel on a wagon. Oh, because it's a jack. Funny. Can I only have one of these? I reckon I can. This is a skeleton of a desert tortoise. It is currently in a very slightly less of a hurry to get to places than when it was alive. Oh, that's a wonderful thing. This is a bobcat skeleton. Bobcats are known for their ferocity and weird high-pitched noises they make while telling jokes. Goodness. This is a hawk skeleton. Hawks resent being mistaken for falcons and will shoot you if you do it too many times. Oh, man. I feel like I should boost my pistol damage. I want to do everything that boosts my pistol damage. Boon of the Hawk. Whoa, that is a big boost. That's a good boost. I'm happy with that. You can see every prairie dog within 400 yards of here. And in related news, there are a surprisingly number of prairie dogs within 400 yards of here. Must be a convention or something. I guess I can't have more. Already petted an owl skeleton today. Yes, I got the impression that's the system we'd be operating under. This is the owl skeleton. If you want to know how many fireballs it takes to get to the centre of an enemy skeleton, ask an owl. Poof! With a click and a flash, you take a photo for Hobart Boppet, or whatever his name was. Right, let's go to the way station, if I can ever find the thing. I would emphasise, he said southwest, didn't he? That's quite clearly northwest, but never mind. Let's go to the postal way station and then we can head back. Oh, let's have some stuff. Good. I think a lot of combat items are going to be vital for defeating the necromantal skeletons. And if they're just the guys at the front door, I dread to think who's behind them. Right. Postal service property. No trespassing. Trespass. Arr. Rebel that I am. Why is there an outhouse in the house? You aren't sure what bureaucratic processes involve the placement of this outhouse. Oh dear. Big old map of the region with lots of confusing little annotations on it. And this cabinet is full of maps, and you have no idea what any of them mean. You could ask about it in the post office in Breadwater. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll do that. Stack of old newspapers. Someone has removed all of the funnies, so there is literally no reason to care about them. Stack of old newspapers. There's an article about how they had to change the name of Boot Hill Cemetery to Reboot Hill Cemetery because of all the skeletons coming back to life. Ah, funny. A blank postcard. Oh, good. I can send another one to my brother. Letter to Roy Bean. Why not deliver it? Goodness. I mean, this doesn't answer the question about what's going on with Breadwood's mail, but never mind. Let us return to Roy Bean. I feel like we've done that man enough favours recently, and he hasn't paid me a penny. But who are you? You have a very dotty hat, and I like that. I don't like this thing that's gotten stuck in my eye. An odd flash of light nearby prompts you to stop and investigate. You discover a goblin wearing a strange hinged board covered with shiny foil, using it to reflect sunlight onto a patch of leather boots. Hello. What doing? Tanning. I'm a tanner. I don't think that's how tanning works. You're tanning boots? Yes, sun using to make boots very tan. I don't think that's how that works, but I think you're the expert. Haggle over the boots, attack them, or offer to buy the boots. Let's steal them. Or was it? 250 meats? Oh, alright, fine, got lots of money. Overly tanned, spotty boots. These boots have been comprehensively tanned, that they're more tan than boots at this point. Maximum AP and Moxie. Oh, that's cool. I got lots of money, I might as well throw it around. Right-ho, let us deliver this letter. I have a letter addressed for you. A letter? He hands over it, reads it, snorts it riotously, and tosses it into the fireplace behind him. Thanks anyway. Oh, okay. Well. I mean, that wasn't very meaningful, but never mind. Let's scoot on back to Dirtwater and see if we can figure out what these little maps are about, because I feel like we haven't solved the mystery of the post yet. What's this? They say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but when you see somebody wearing dark cultist robes, it seems a pretty safe bet that they're some sort of cultist person. Another clue is the fact that he or she is trying to teach a skeleton how to tap dance. At least that's what it looks like from here. I don't really want to fight them, they seem kind of cute. I mean, yeah, you can see the amount of damage I'm doing, but, like, compared to, oh goodness, you're so adorably weedy. Oh, I upgraded this as well, for no particularly good reason, because I never really use it. I haven't used this since I've upgraded it though. I looked at the damage it was outputting, but I never listened to it. Kitty Aunt's frightening topics and neck mechs. Goodness sake. You beat the heck out of the cultist. Fortunately for him, there's a handy supply of unbroken bones available. Unfortunately for him, you've yoinked his bones manual, or whatever this is. Right, never mind. Yes, I'm still woefully underprepared. Getting smarter about next-megs, being able to summon skeletons who are smarter at doing what you say. Raise skeletal thrall. I'd read that if only it wasn't going to, I don't know, make my bum fall off or whatever it is all these books seem to do, because they all seem to do something dreadful. Right, let's go to the post office and see whether we can make inquiries. I need some help tracking down some missing mail. How do you mean? A mail delivery went missing on the way to Breadwater, and I'm hunting on behalf of their mayor. The local mail station has a bunch of route maps, and I don't know which one I need. Well, that information ain't exactly secret, but I ain't supposed to just give it out either. A delivery's gone missing is bad news, though. I suppose I can do it just this once. Hang on a sec. After a couple of minutes, she comes back. I thought for the longest time this bloke was a dude for some reason. I don't know why. They come back with a sheet of notepaper. Okay, so each map has a code number on it, based on region and direction and travel. She explains how to work out the code you need and gives you a cheat sheet for reference. Thank her and leave. Please tell me I don't actually have to solve that, because that sounds monstrously complicated. Now what? Oh, for goodness sake. You can't even scratch me. I don't remember the game making this much noise before, and I've seen a lot of combat, trust me, I know. Okay, right. Yes, trespass within. Okay. Follow the map, travel towards Breadwood. Okay, investigate this Chuck's house. Something about this house makes you suspicious. You can't quite put your finger on it. The place looks perfectly normal after all, but you can't shake the feeling there is something very wrong here. Maybe you're being paranoid. Maybe it's the tree. Maybe it's the tree of doom here. This tree looks like it wants a hug, but I don't recommend it. It's probably just pretending to be friendly so it can suck out your soul. Goodness. Yeah, and the graves as well is unmarked. There's no name on it or anything. I have a bad feeling about this place. What do you have to say about the matter? Something ain't right here. It's too quiet. It is a bit creepy. Feels like somebody's watching us. I can feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing up. I ain't scared or nothing. Remind me why we're doing this again? I don't know. I said a door. I bet all kinds of horrors have been down there, like some sort of medieval torture dungeon. You approach the door hesitantly. You could be getting yourself into a real bad situation. Gonna try. You knock on the door. A voice inside calls out, "Come in, it's open." Always open. The door creaks open and you step inside of the house. The interior is an absolute nightmare. The walls are covered with rusty chains and hooks, as well as a variety of wicked-looking knives and shears. A man of indeterminate age and slightly hunched posture grins towards you as you enter, his eyes gleaming. He's standing near a large puddle of blood on the floor. Oh, gosh. Hello, my name is Chuck. Welcome to my little blood and breakfast. Blood and breakfast? Sorry, I have a lisp. It makes lewd sound like lewd, and bead sound like breakfast. People also tell me I emphasize words oddly, but I don't get that at all. Hi, friend. A little pantry shelf. I genuinely feel a bit nervous here. There's nothing very unusual, but you do notice 2 jars of tea leaves labelled Sleepy Time, funny, and Earl Grape. Oh, very funny, ha 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 ha. Kettle and a stove still hot. There's a large collection of steel chains and hooks, as well as knives, shears, and other bladed implements. Everything is covered in rust, or possibly dry blood, or probably a combination of the two. Ah, you've noticed my collection. It's dramatic. It all belonged to my father and his father before him. They were butchers. And you? I do a little bit, but not professionally. I broke with family tradition to run my little blood and breakfast. Gosh, Chuck is staring at you. You notice that his left eye has a tendency to drift sideways as he stares and then reset when he blinks, which is not nearly often enough. Excuse me, how can I help you? You've said you're running a bed and breakfast here? That's what I slid. Yes. Could I have a look at the guest room? What's on the menu? Has a mailman been recently? Thank you. Goodness. What's on the menu? Homemade sausages and tomato soup. We have a special tea blend. It's a real knockout. What kind of sausages? Long pork sausages. My grandfather's own. Recipe. Did you say long pork? That's right. I make them longer than regular pork sausages. They're more filling that way. This is puzzling and uncomfortable for many different reasons. You mentioned a special tea blend? A very special herbal blend that puts my guests right to sleep. It's very effective. What about the guest room? It's in the cellar, but I'm afraid it's unavailable at the moment. My last guest is just checked out. I still need to clean up the mess. Goodness. Reminds me of that, what's it called? Half Moon Mill, I think, in Falkreath in Skyrim. Reminds me of that. Has a mailman been recently? Why, yes. My last guest was a mailman. Such a nice fellow. It's a shame he's no longer with us. You mean that he's just left, right? I'd like to think he'll always be here in spirit. Gosh, there was a lot of blood on the floor here. I couldn't help but notice you have a giant pool of blood on your floor. Would you mind explaining what the hell is going on? Blood? Oh, no. I see why you might think that, as it certainly ruled like blood, but no, this is tomato soup. Soup. Yes, I spilled my lunch. Very clumsy of me. I was just getting started cleaning when you arrived. There's another door here at the back. Sorry, that's private. That's my blood room. Your what? My blood room. My bedroom. No problem at all, mate. It's locked. But it is locked to keep you out or something in. Wow, it's a Plotco lock. Those things are unpickable. Then, how in the name of all hell am I meant to, can we get the hell out of here? Okay, this is genuinely disturbing. Can we kindly leave and never return? We didn't get the post. There's nothing of use in this cabinet. So it is at Chuck's house. What do I do then? I'm just going to go back to Breadwater and tell them that whatever letters they were expecting, it's not nearly important enough. You're riding along and you randomly think about how sometimes one cowpoke will shoot at another cowpoke's feet and yell, "Dance." It's usually a situation where the first cowpoke is being mean or threatening. And then you idly wonder if a fella could do something similar, except shooting with his own feet, if he were a good enough shot and or dancer. You fire at your feet for a while and dance up a storm. It's a great combination of dance practices and shooting practices, and Tootsie Doctor appointments. I can't sort out your mail, mate. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna go back and talk to, what was his name? Douglas? Mate, seriously, you've gotta help me. What? I don't know. What? This beard ain't gonna grow itself. It seems to be doing a pretty good job of it already. Okay. I do not know what to do. Can I deal with another problem instead? I don't know. Oh, was that the last problem? Was that the last one? Which problem do you want to look at? The logging permits. Logging permit? We've run out of trees around here. We need to expand our operations a bit. Problem is, we need a logging permit for the next town. There's a whole place up and died before the paperwork was settled. Location of Ghostwood. The town died? I'll check it out, I suppose. In a minute. I'm gonna go... Why? Why am I doing this? I'm gonna go back to Chuck's house for a minute. Did I miss something? There's nothing very unusual about them, but you can switch the labels. You surreptitiously swap the labels, and Chuck doesn't notice. What in the name of hell is that supposed to do? Does that change anything? That reminds me, I left a kettle on. The water should be boiled right now. Would you care for a cup of tea? No, thank you, I am good. Chuck pours himself a cup of tea and sips at it while staring at you. After a bit, he begins to look drowsy. Oh my, I'm coming over all sleepy. Perhaps I should get to my hood down for a few minutes. It has been a long day. Please excuse me. Can I go in there now? This is his bloodroom, or perhaps his bedroom. His creepy bedroom. Really? Because the room wasn't creepy, the man wasn't creepy, the floor decorations weren't creepy, but this is creepy. The thing which doesn't have any knives or blood in it. Logical. Oh, I must sneak. I must be sneaky. Going through the drawers seems like it might not be a good idea. There's a top of the dresser, though. Yes. Goodness. I'm genuinely rather disturbed. Could we use this? You unlock the door and steal yourself what you are about to see. It doesn't look like nearly as horrific down here as you expected, unless you're particularly horrified by an unmade bed. Looks like the missing bag of mail. Yay! Neither rain nor sleet nor super creepy B&B proprietors. Blank postcard. See if there's anything good. A book I don't need. A book I've already read. And a book that'll kill me. None of which have anything to do with safe cracking. Crying out loud. What a haul. Yes, I completely agree, if only some of them were useful. As you're climbing out of the cellar, a mailman approaches you. Oh, thank goodness, you found my mail. This mailbag is yours? Yes, I've been stressed out lately. I took a day off and rented a room here in this sort of mini vacation. Chuck's a great guy. A little weird, I suppose, but real personable, and his cooking is great. The tomato soup, those great big sausages, his tea did wonders for my insomnias as well. Did seem pretty effective. Anyway, I forgot my mail bag and wasn't sure where I'd left it, so I've been retracing my steps for ages. Thanks for finding it. No problem at all. The man walks away with the bag over his shoulders, whistling a cheerful tune. Well, that's sorted, I guess. Is he still asleep? Can I attempt to murder? Chuck's sleeping pretty soundly, but you should be careful not to wake him anyway. No. It seems like there is nothing more to do here. Oh well, I'm gonna get out of here while my luck is holding, frankly. Kidsy yarns. Now what? Navigates a bunch of weird rock formations and everything suddenly goes silent except that your racing pulse, because you've stumbled into a horrifying ungulith. As evidenced, I'm just evidencing here the ability of a silver gun. It's amazingly powerful. Amazingly powerful. Never mind. Right. I have your mail. It's been sorted now. What? Any sign of the missing mail? Yep. I found the missing mail man too. He's on his way to deliver it. Excellent. I hope there's a new issue of Mayoral Monthly. Sounds informative. Goodness sake. Wonderful. Have we ever been in here? I don't feel like we have. Or, well, I tell you what, we can find out if we have. No, we haven't. This... we can... What? But no. No. At the end. At the end. Right. Evening, mate. How's it going? Looks like some poor son of a biscuit wandered into town. Howdy, cake sucker. Wow, rude and baffling. Get used to it. We like our cousin here in Breadwater. Breadwood. You wouldn't want more true bread, that would be horrible. Fine, but cake sucker. We also like our bread and bread-related products. I've noticed. I buy a drink, please. The bartender pours you a shot of something and slaps it on the bar in front of you. I don't get to choose. No. You get some Breadwater bourbon. Please tell me there's no piece of bread floating in it. Made from the finest dough mash, aged in bread barrels and served with a crouton floating in it in a dirty glass. Yay. How's the rest of you going? Just two old friends reminiscing about good times and occasionally showing one another their guns in a non-threatening way. This is probably dangerous to interrupt this. Yes. Notice to see bartender for darts. Can I have some darts, please? What? We don't take kindly to strangers, stranger. Don't need your kind round here. Did you say need or need? Anyway, you got any darts? Ain't got no darts. Well, dang it. Goodness. Never mind. What about you, gentlemen? What are these guys up to? I think I know. The man with the black hat and a huge pile of meat in front of him. There's a man with a white hat who looks broken sad. What you playing, fellas? Pharaoh. Well, I wouldn't say we're playing. I'd say we did play until this cowpoke ran out of money. The guy in the white hat grumbles. How does it work? Easy. You bet 50 meat, and then you name as many pharaohs as you can. Every time you name one, I give you 20 meat. If those are the rules, how does this guy lose all of his meat to you? He's really bad at it. I'll give it a try. Start naming some pharaohs. Tutankhamun, of course. Okay, I was going to name people like Cleopatra and Ramesses II and Nefertiti? I don't know. I've run out of names of pharaohs already. This game is more difficult than I thought so. He grumbles and hands you your winnings. Menerophisia. Ikmenethia. Kitty, to tell me that's not the name of a real pharaoh. Popperfamine. From Kitty yarns. Ramwadlum, crying out loud. Oh, I got one. Dijet un Amanhemtep. And Haman Poppanan German Patra. And Cabin en Akan Hosa Athesis. And Dejan San Norm und Efrechet. And Dijedon en Nun en Amasis. And San un en O Ram Wad Beckhet. Kitty out. She's like going on holiday in Wales. And Ram Am Mia Anno Uri Mercian. Crying aloud. How much moxie have I got? Dijet Mam Book. Crying out loud, this is ridiculous. Geberfen Dam en Am Man Fromna. That's all I know. Man with the White House cows. Table's closed. Get lost. I think I owe quite a lot of money off that. It says IOU 1 piano. Oh goodness. Anything of interest here? Oh, that's where the mushroom picking pliers were. I knew I'd seen these before somewhere. I don't think I've got any of these. I might buy some just in case they come in handy for something. Oh dear. That was an experience. No! No. Later. Is there anything else here in town or not? It doesn't seem like it. Okay, right. I suppose, then, we'd better go and sort out the last of Breadwood's problems over in Ghostwood and get some paperwork done. You find an old abandoned cart. Let's take it, some silver bullets and incendiary bullets. I think special bullets will be useful as well for fighting off those skeletons. Right. Even the trees are dead. That is impressive. All of the buildings in this little town are weirdly hazy and translucent. And ghosts. It's a little ghost town. Fair enough. The saloon. Okay, this is actually a snazzy little town. What's that? It's a regular cactus. Well, the ghost of a regular cactus. With the ghost of a regular cactus and the ghost of a pencil stabbed into it. Take the pencil. You try to grab the pencil, but your hands keep slipping through it. Okay, do we need some ghost gloves? I suppose we go to the town hall. That would probably be the place to get this done. Looks like a ghost of a town hall. Looks like a regular town hall, apart from the whole ghost thing. Your fist makes a distant, echoey plap noise of the door of the town hall, and a ghostly voice comes out of nowhere. Ah, a visitor. You'll be needing a visitor identification card. I suppose so. I'd be happy to fill in the forms. Most living people have trouble holding the pages. You'll be needing a number 3 pencil. If you're filling in the forms, can't you use your own pencil? I will, but the instructions say very clearly the applicant must have a number 3 pencil. What's a number 3 pencil? Isn't a number 2 pencil the usual kind? I suppose, but a number 3 pencil is like 50% more official. The Department of Requisitions is next door. You mean the general store? It's a little bit more specific these days. Are you sure I can't have this one? No, apparently not. Okay, right. General store. Seems to be selling mostly office supplies. Ghost office supplies for ghost officers. Sorry, but I can't help unless you have a visitor ID. But I need a pencil for no visitor ID, no supplies. Get out. The general store won't give me a pencil without a visitor ID. Oh no, certainly not. They aren't authorised to deal with anyone that doesn't have ID. How am I supposed to get a number 3 pencil? I suppose I could issue you with a temporary visiting permit. You don't need a pencil for that. Right. Giddy, as if... Goldthwait. What a name. Gideano. Slapshank. Oh, gosh. I wish I'd named myself Slapshank now. McThin. First name, Taint. Buy a name a Sticky. Middle name, Marshall, I think. Great, where you from? Little farm outside of Bourne Springs. Staying in Dirtwater at the moment. I live wherever the wind takes me. Living in Dirtwater at the moment. Oof. Well, if you get your sights low enough, that low, you'll never be disappointed. Alright, how many bars in the window of the Adjunct Department of Records? The what? It's a quiz to make sure you've been actually paying attention and care about a little town instead of just breezing through. Show your dedication. 6. Correct. I completely guessed because I thought, how would you get more than 6 bars? Never mind. Everything seems to be in order. Here's your temporary visitor pass. Thank you. It expires in 11 seconds. Crying out loud, I better get moving. Just give me the pencil. Yes. Last name. Oh, for goodness sake. Just... Oh, for goodness sake. Sticky. Marshall. Dirtwater. 6. Right. Let's do this again and do it properly. Yes, go. Name of McThin. Name... How in the name of all hell am I meant to do this in 11 seconds? This is ridiculous. No, Kitty Young. None of these are my middle name. Why have you changed it from what it was before? I'm gonna guess it's Justice. That's kind of cool. Sticky Justice Thin. Yes. Goodness sake. Right. McThin. Oh, for goodness sake. This temporary path is basically useless. Maybe there's somewhere else you can find a pencil. This is so infuriating, but I can't get this pencil. Suddenly I can. You managed to snag the pencil with the corner of your temporary visiting pass and yank it out of the cactus. This is a number 4 pencil. I can see why everyone in this town died. They were probably murdered by a visitor. That, sir, is a number 4 pencil, not a number 3 pencil. I was hoping you wouldn't notice, but look, a number 4 pencil is like 33% more official than a number 3 pencil. Ugh, it doesn't work like that. Freaking murder somebody in a minute. Do you have some... The ghostly jailhouse seems to be started with old papers. You don't see any ghost criminals, or there's any... But usually there isn't anything longer than a life sentence. There's nobody home. Excuse me, but I've never heard of you. See a lot of ghost filing cabinets. Your fist makes a distant plap noise. Go away. Excuse me. You aren't authorized. Shoo. What? Somebody's mounted a pencil sharpener onto the balcony post for no particularly good reason. You stick the number 4 pencil in it and shave about a quarter off it. They said better work or else I'm going to scream. Right. That's a number 4 pencil. No, it's 75% of a number 4 pencil. I see, but I don't see anything about this in the bylaws. Very well, I suppose it shall do. And let's get you started on that visitor identification permit. Finally! McThin! Name of Sticky! Name of... Again, it still isn't here. We're gonna run with Justice again. I've also realised that's not Justice, that's Justine. Oh, gosh. Dirtwater. 6. Excuse me. It was 6 last time. I didn't ask the same question last time. You want to roll that one by me again? Has it changed? Has it grown another one? Because that's got 6. Didn't you say it was full of filing cabinets? Or was it this one that's full of filing cabinets? There's so many bars in it. Is it the door? So should it be 4? Or should it be 10 in total? I don't know. Let's try 4 or 10. Depending on which ones are available. Name of McThin. Name of Sticky. Name of Justice. What? That's not what your temporary pass says. Oh gosh, I spelled it wrong the first time. Name of McThin. Name of Sticky. Name of Justine. Outside of Dirtwater. Try 10. Correct. Oh, in the windows, not in the window. Oh, goodness. Alright, everything seems to be in order. Allow me to officially welcome you with this pass. Right, Kitty Aunt. Was it called Ghostwood before the deaths? Total coincidence. Right. Now what? Now can I get the permit? I'm here on behalf of the Mayor of Breadwood. Kitty Aunt. He needs a permit to do some logging in this area. I see. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. I'll just need to review the logging records to make sure there is no disqualifying incidents. Go to the Department of Records. There's 2 doors down and tell them I need the Breadwood filing logging permit. Is something wrong? Not yet. I'm just kind of stealing myself. Okay, right. Evening. What can I do for you? I need to pick up a file. What bureaucratic rubbish are you going to throw in my face? You want the Department of Records? That's next door. This is the Adjunct Department of Records. I need a file. One moment, please. Breadwater, Applewood, Antiwood, Badwood. Did you mean Bagelwood? No, I meant Breadwood. Must be a suburb. Beaverwood, Bestwood, Bitterwood, Bloodwood. That's where Chug lives, presumably. Here we are. Breadwood. Which sections do you need? Logging records. The section that has been downgraded from disuse. You need to pick it up from the Adjunct Department of Records. They sent me here, though. Bring it here when you've got it. I'll put it in the official interdepartmental document transfer folder for you. Is that truly necessary? Absolutely. You cannot transfer documents between departments without an interdepartmental document transfer folder. It's purely unthinkable. How sad and empty must your life be if you can do nothing but write rules? The Department of Records sent me over to get a file, the one on Breadwood. What's wrong? These pages are all loose. I can't give them to you like this. What if they blow away? I'll put them under my coat. I'm just going to take them next door. They'll keep in the folder. No, what if there's a freak gust of wind as soon as you leave? It would be chaos. What do you propose? Fortunately, I happen to be the one person in town officially authorized to use a stapler. Can you staple them together then? I'd be glad to. But I don't have a stapler. Of course you don't. All you have to do is get one from the Department of Requisitions next door and requisition one. So if I bring you a stapler, you staple the file. Yes. Well, there's a picture of a stapler on the board there, so they must have one. I need to requisite a stapler. Alright, I need to fill out a requisition form. Why does that not surprise me? Name of McThin. Name of Sticky. Name of Justine. Yes, that checks out. Cake or pie? What? Your dessert preference? Cake or pie? What does that have to do with anything? Look, I have two boxes here. One says cake, the other says pie. I need to put a check mark in one of them. Which is it going to be? Pie? Well, despite that, everything seems to be in order. Here's your thing. Kitty, just try and watch my weight. I have your stapler. Good. Nothing better than a newly stapled smell. Can I get the logging record now? You bet. Here you go. Freshly stapled and wind resistant. You know, holding them would have done exactly the same job, but never mind. Department of Records, how can I help you? I'm here for those papers. Alright, let me put them in the official interdepartmental document transfer folder for you. Thank you so much. If you weren't dead, I would kill you. I hope you're all aware of that. I have that file for you. The logging records? Fine, let's have a look at it. Oh, giddy aunt. The idiot stapled the pages together right in the middle, and this is why we took away his damn stapler in the first place. The file is unreadable. You're going to have to take it back and tell him to unstaple it. I'm gonna giddy on. For the Christmas video this year, I wanted to get a Santa hat and beard, but I ran out of money, and I couldn't afford to get one. So I stole some tinsel off a Christmas tree. That's not even a joke, and put it on a hat instead for the video. I feel like by the end of this process, I'm not going to need to buy a great long white Santa beard because I'll have one naturally. Right, who stapled this frickin' thing together? Administration wants you to unstaple these papers. Oh, sorry, I'm only authorized for stapling, not unstapling. Try next door, the Department of Records. I think they have an unstapler. I need some papers unstapled. I am a fully authorized unstapler. However, spoke too soon, did ya? Well, it's just that I don't see the staple remover anywhere. That's right, the Department of Libations borrowed it to open beer bottles. Right. I need a drink immediately. No problem. Beer or whiskey? Whiskey. Stat. Only a small one. What? Amount of whiskey requisition forms. Oh, gosh. Fine. Great. Thanks. Where was I even going for that? Where was I going for that? I can't think of anything. Where am I going to get this thing? Do I need to go to the town hall to get that? I need a whiskey requisition form from the bar. You mean the Department of Libations? I'm sure I can give you a requisition form. It's what I'd like to say, but I'm out of transfer envelopes. I can't get a transfer envelope from a different department without a form transfer envelope, and I don't want to get tampered with during transport. You've got to be joking. No, sir, this is very serious business. I'll tell you what, though, they should have a supply of spare form transfer envelopes at the Department of Requisitions next door. Tell me you have an envelope. Alright, which colour? Colour? Naturally, different colour for different purposes. Tan for regular interdepartmental transfers, blue for extra municipal transfers, red for emergencies, and green for bribes. It's an emergency. Yes, this is becoming an emergency. Sounds reasonable. Give me one. Right, put it in here now. Oh, a red one. You must really need that drink. You wouldn't believe that I do, mate. I cannot express it in human language. Okay, right. My word. Give me the booze. Oh, kitty yarns. You must be really thirsty. Yes. Name of McThin. Name of Sticky. Name of Justine. Good. Sorry, we're all out of fresh whiskey. I hereby vow to destroy this place. I will raise the buildings and salt the earth. Now, we don't want to get bent out of shape. If you go tell the Department of Requisitions, they'll send us a red case. Fine! The bar, I mean the Department of yanking my chains out of whiskey. Thanks for letting us know. We'll have a case sent over. I don't have to fill anything out. No, that'll be handled on delivery. Oh, wonderful. In 2 days. Don't look at me that way. This is processing of forms for booze delivery. Can I have my drink now? Did the whiskey show up yet? Not yet. Try again tomorrow. Okay, fine. I'll drop my standards and have a beer. Take your name for the requisition slip. Name of McThin. Name of Sticky. Name of Justine. That's a lot of meat, but I don't care. Bottle of ghost beer. It's rubbish. But no, it's cold. It bloody better be. Right. Do you have the staple remover? Sure thing I do. Thing tops off beer bottles like you wouldn't believe. As long as it removes staples, I shall be happy. I imagine it does, whether I'm not authorised for unstapling. You'll have to do that at records. I don't care. Just get on with it. Here's the staple remover. Great. Let me have a look at these papers. Adjunct did his old trick again. It doesn't even need to be stapled. That is what the interdepartmental document transfer folder is for. This had better be it. I have the unstapled file. I can't see any problems with this. Frankly, I'm knocked off my horse. I can't believe it. I started the permit. I am no longer amazed. Last name? McThin. Sticky. Justine. And sign here. And here. And there. And initial here. And down there. Good. Take this back to the mayor of Breadwater and get him to sign on the line here and initial over here. Are you kidding me? I don't know how to do that. My giddy aunt. I like how we have to pass Chuck's house every time we do this as well, just to make things that little bit worse. Oh dear. I have some papers you need to sign for the logging permits. Alright, ghost paper. This stuff is weird. It's not nearly as weird as the place I came from, mate. I think I need a ghost pencil from. Lend him your pencil. You can borrow mine. Just don't make me fill out any more frickin' forms. Sign down here or initial over there. After some fumbling with the ghostly pencil, the mayor eventually manages to sign and initial the form. Thank you. I'll be back with the permit soon. Okay, steel yourself, my friends. I think it's nearly over. I have the mayor's signature. Good, just got to sign this last one at the bottom where it says receipt. Is something wrong? You cover your face with your hand. I loaned the mayor my pencil. Excuse me while I go and kill everything. Chuck, could you kindly kill me? You see a partly burned military signpost off the side of the trail. It says Fort's Treason that way, but the part that says how far away has been burned off. You ride in the direction of the arrow for about 40 feet and see the fort. Apparently it was 40 feet away. That could be something normal that we do at the beginning of the next week. Can I have my pencil back? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I think it's haunting my beard. Here you are. Where even is this? Okay, it's all the way up there. Just get it over with. Oh, yeah, someone normal. You don't have a book about safe cracking, do you? Oh, I don't even know your name, but I love you. I want to marry you, and I don't know what else. Just, oh, I want to kiss you all over 1,000,000 times. I don't have the XP to upgrade this thing, but you know what? I don't even care. Good. 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 When you're done reading it, you lock it in a safe, so it turns out to be slightly too difficult for you to catch, and it's crack, and it's gone forever. I don't. All I care about is getting on with life. I've got the pencil now, so kindly take it and shove it up your ghostly backside. Right, I have the pencil. Thank you. That's all taken care of, and it's sorted. Processing will take about 48 hours. What? Everything's got to be filed, the actual permit is printed and so on, so you can pick it up in 2 days. But in 2, I don't want to die twice more. Can I sleep? I don't even want to sleep either, because... Right. There's a Mom and Pop's Family Fun Time Saloon. This is a dive bar in a dive town. The people who drink here are mainly drifters and desperados. Don't go splashing around in the literal scum of the earth. No, we're going to, because this is genuinely preferable to what we've just been through. This is wrong and disgusting. It is vile behaviour, and the bureaucracy we've just waded through isn't. I have my face right up in the thing. What does it look like? No, I'm not telling you. Why are you doing this to me? I had to skip lunch today because I couldn't stop thinking about you and these foul spittoons. I have my hand right in there. Splash! splashing around. La 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 la. Not listening, you find nothing, you're the worst person ever. I did find something. Like a necrotic skin disorder. Too late, I've already got one. Actually, it's a pair of boots, so take that, Mr. Delicate Stomach. Boots! Great! Boots full of bandit spit. Hope they've got a whole new type of trench foot just for you. Hopefully they'll name it after you. Sticky McThin's foot. Yes, you're just jealous of my sweet, sweet boots. They're rubbish as well. They're absolutely rubbish in comparison. Oh gosh, we actually did a lot more in this video than I thought we would. But hey ho, what did we do? We sorted out the mail problem, we met Chuck, that was an experience and a half, we delivered Roy Bean's letter, whatever all that was about. We discovered Fort Treason. We sorted out most of the problems. We just... Anyway, next video, I will have done some more farming, I'll have fully upgraded the safe cracking skill, and then we can wander around again to where all of those safes were, and unlock all of those and get all of those open. And then we will go to the buffalo pile, and we'll go to Fort Treason and we will explore those locations. And then, I don't know, we'll deal with then. Right now, I'm just going to go to bed, frankly, because it hurts quite badly going through that experience. So, hope you enjoyed that. Actually, no, I don't, because that means you're probably a masochist. Not that there's anything wrong with being a masochist, but still. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. So look after each other and good night.